Breaking today, Princess Leonor arrives in Denmark, Spain watches in awe. For years, Spain has watched her grow, from a little girl standing beside her parents on palace balconies to a poised young woman ready to embrace her destiny. But today, something changed. Because as Princess Leonor's plane touched down in Denmark, the air shifted, not just in Copenhagen but across an entire continent. Step 1, the familiar setting, another royal visit, another round of cameras. Step 2, the interruption, except this time, it wasn't politics, protocol, or ceremony that captured attention. Step 3, the snapback, this time, it was emotion. Real, visible, unfiltered emotion, radiating from Spain's future queen. What unfolded in Denmark today wasn't a simple diplomatic arrival. It was the spark of something greater, a moment that reminded the world that royalty can be both powerful and profoundly human. Spain is watching with awe, and so is the world. Because Leonor didn't just arrive as a princess, she arrived as a symbol of transformation. Her descent from the royal jet was quiet, graceful, but filled with significance. The cold Danish wind caught her hair as she stepped forward, smiling gently, her blue ensemble matching the royal tones of both nations. Cameras flashed, and yet, there was something in her gaze that told a deeper story, something that words couldn't quite capture. This wasn't a royal duty. This was the beginning of a chapter she has long prepared for. Behind the polished smile was the weight of generations. The future Queen of Spain, standing on Danish soil, greeted not just her hosts but her future family. The symbolism was undeniable: two royal houses, centuries of tradition, now connected by something more powerful than politics, love. The crowd erupted into cheers. Danish flags waved beside Spanish banners. The sound of two cultures merging filled the crisp air. But here's where the story takes a surprising turn. While the public marveled at her elegance, insiders revealed that the atmosphere behind palace doors was far from simple. Because Leonor's arrival wasn't just ceremonial, it was emotional. Sources close to Zarzuela Palace shared that the morning of her departure was filled with tears, quiet goodbyes, and long embraces. Queen Letizia, usually the picture of composure, was reportedly overcome with emotion. King Felipe, dignified yet visibly proud, walked his daughter to the aircraft, whispering something before stepping back. Cameras caught him smiling, but his eyes told a different story, the look of a father realizing his little girl is stepping fully into history. As the plane doors closed, Spain held its breath. And when Leonor landed in Denmark, it felt as though the entire world exhaled with her. The footage of her first moments on the runway went viral within minutes, millions replaying the same clip, watching her wave, smile, and nod gracefully toward the Danish delegation. Yet beyond the royal protocol, the internet fixated on something subtle: her composure, her humility, the way she made even a royal entrance feel deeply personal. Spanish media outlets flooded with headlines: Leonor's presence lights up Denmark. A queen in the making. Spain's heart takes flight. And while the world was busy analyzing her fashion and demeanor, something else was happening: a quiet, emotional reunion behind closed doors. Because waiting at Amalienborg Palace was someone who had been anticipating this moment for months. The Danish prince, charming, composed, yet visibly nervous, stood at the grand entrance, straightening his uniform as the royal motorcade approached. As Leonor stepped out of the car, their eyes met. Cameras zoomed in, capturing a subtle exchange of smiles that spoke volumes. It wasn't dramatic or overly romantic, it was real, human, tender. That single glance, captured from every possible angle, instantly became a defining image of the day. Royal watchers compared it to the iconic moments of royal history, the glances between Charles and Diana, William and Kate, but with a modern, youthful sincerity. And that's exactly what makes Leonor's story so captivating. Because she represents something new, a monarchy reborn through authenticity. In an era when young people often question the value of royal traditions, Leonor's presence offers an answer. She's relatable, grounded, and quietly confident. She's not just inheriting a throne, she's redefining what it means to rule in the modern age. But beneath the polished surfaces of diplomacy and elegance, there's more to this story. Before she left Madrid, Leonor reportedly visited the Royal Guards Academy where she trained, her final stop before departure. She spoke briefly with her instructors and classmates, thanking them for their support. One soldier later revealed that she said, "This isn't goodbye, it's the beginning of service in a different way." That statement struck a chord. Because even as she embarks on this journey of love and duty, Leonor's devotion to her country remains unshaken. As the day unfolded in Denmark, events moved from the airport to the palace, formal receptions, introductions, and quiet conversations among royal households. Cameras captured her standing beside the Danish queen, poised and radiant. But what most people didn't see was the emotion that followed after the official greeting. Inside the